Fantastic.
Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my OpenTTD Let's Play series, where today we're going to be working on Drenworth Textile Mill to get as much gooding around as good can do. Good. I haven't been well. I've been ill again. I'm getting fed up with this. You may be able to say, hear in the tone of my voice that I'm still a bit groggy, but I'm on the mend, and hopefully I'll be able to get some videos out. I've had like a buffer of videos, a video buffer. I usually try and get as many videos in that video buffer as possible. If I can get myself 2 weeks ahead of real life, then I'm really happy. That's really kind of my target. It very rarely gets to that point. So that if I go off for a week on holiday, or if I'm ill for a week, you guys shouldn't really notice. But I don't have the time to do the buffer that much, and there may be a little break in videos. But that's just a little bit of a life update and video update. More of that in Hellish news and other things. But for now, here we are, we're at this factory. Now I think we already designated this one as goods out, and I think we've already got those. Is that a goods train? It's a food train. I don't remember actually putting any goods trains in. Well, we can find out by clicking on the station and seeing how many. Yeah, no trains yet. So the first thing that we need at this textile mill will be the actual wool and plant fibres. Then we'll need the manufacturing supplies. But you know what? I'm going to do the manufacturing supplies first. I don't know why. Don't ask me in the comments why I decided to do that first. So if we go to the map, make it a bit bigger. There's our fantastic station. Oh, by the way, if these goods down here pull enough goods in, then up here, these goods I will decommission. We won't be bringing goods down. We'll be using all of the petrol and the oil and stuff to make all the other things. So we'll work on that later. Right, so industries. Now, there was a collection of industries which made manufacturing supplies from a particular thing. Okay, I remembered. It was a paper mill where we were going to use clay pits and forests, I think it was, because they're primary industries. So if we turn all the industries off, turn back on the clay pits and the forests. Here, this is where we had a collection of forests and clay pits. There's 3 clay pits there. There's, I think, 3 forests in the vicinity too. And we said somewhere over here we were going to make our paper mill. Yes, paper mill. So, let's have a look. Put the thing here. Very helpful, Hellish. Absolutely fantastic. But what thing? I need to leave better notes for myself. So, let's fund a new industry. Let's go down to paper mill. Where is it? There, it's got to be right in front of me, hasn't it? There it is. And we're going to fund it. I'm going to try and get it on this height here. Oh, it's paused. Hang on. There we go. Right, now we've got the paper mill in. We're going to do a massive station. There needs to be a lot of in and a bit of out. So we'll do the out first. Okay, so let's go with, we don't need electrified yet still. Well, here's a station. We're going to make it number of tracks 6, platform length 6, and we'll put it there like that. Now this is going to be the in, I think. There we go. We're just going to do, ooh, I need to move the land a little. We're just going to do a standard sort of station, standard row. These sorts of railroads work really nice, and if you can't get your trains in and out fast enough, you can just modify the entrance to be a dual entrance and then pick some other platforms off the back. We may do that with some of ours later, but for now this works. It's smooth enough. We put the depots in. If you've got the space, I'd certainly do it like this. There we go. More depots before and depots after if you can. Let's get those signals in. No, wrong kind of signals. These signals, thank you. There we go. And one of these tracks will be straight and the other ones will kick into it. But what I want to do is try and link up to this line here, which is going to be a challenge. We've got a lot of land to go over. So let's just go from here. We'll start by doing this. And I mean, we've got 57 million in the bank. It'd be nice to be able to keep some consistency. This bit here we can diagonalize by holding control. Just a nice bit of diagonal stuff in there. Don't like that peak being there. Brilliant. Okay, now let's see. I'm thinking if we go up here, come diagonally across there. Yeah, we want to cut under this industry here and probably under that one. So let's go as north as we can without hitting those two industries and see what the terrain does. Okay, that's a big gap. That could be a problem. We'll see. So let's see, how much further can we go before we hit something? Oh, not much, because it levels out again. I mean, we can go further than I expected. Let's do that. There we go. And now this is where I think I've gone a little too far. So I think I'm going to have to do it here. No, look, that's too close. Here? There. That's the closest we can get. Let's just tidy this bit up. And should we do something here like this? Bring that back down. Yeah, whatever. We'll tidy this up in a moment. We'll go diagonal. So E for tool, control for what is sort of diagonal dragging. And it sort of is leveling out again, which is nice when it does that. Oh, look at that. We're getting quite close. And then I think we'll like just head northish. That's not north. We've got to come up and down some bits here. So this is going to be a challenge. I want to go diagonal here. Tell you what, we will go diagonal. We'll go diagonal at this height, and then we'll go up and down. Like that. We're just going to have this small kink. So if I put that to there, and then we do that, that should do it. Yeah. I don't think that'll cause much slowdown in the train-nee-ness. There is today's word of the day. Train-nee-ness. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so diagonals. I hate diagonals in this game. I mean, it's a fantastic game, but I hate the diagonals. Let's just fill that in a little. Fantastic. That's great. So we've got a very direct route. We've just got a bit of a kink here. It could be more efficient by going straight here. I don't know if I can show you on the screen. That white and red line. Going straight there and then coming across. But that city and that industry is in the way. So it's not something that I was able to do. Let's head down here. We can put the signals in. So we've got those exit signals. We'll put an entrance signal there. Oh, spacing is down as 1. I don't want that. Okay, hang a second. I'll fix that. Okay, I've gone and removed all of them, so I can now add them back in. I think I was using length 3 before, so that's what we've got going in now. Right, so that's the manufacturing supplies out of the text, whatever this thing is. Paper mill. Okay, let's delete that. And this is, we're going to change this. It's not Mentown Heights, it's Men times Paper mill. So we got the output from the paper mill going into the input of the textile mill, and the textile mill going to Hellishville. How's Hellishville doing, by the way? We're on 3,333. It's just refreshed. So food is brilliant. It's hitting the mark again, but again we're not doing the goods, so we need to move as quickly as we can on this. So at the paper mill we need to make room for the other side of the station. Hopefully that won't annoy the town too much. We're going to do the same orientation. Oh, is the paper mill on 2 different levels? Oh. Well, that's fine, whatever. We're going to do, yeah, more or less the same orientation. There we go. That ended up being a separate station, which I didn't want. I want to merge the stations. There we go. What? Oh, is it because the station spread's too big? Let's measure it. Yeah, that's 16. It wants to be 15. Now, this is drop-off only, so we can probably afford to lose a platform. But the problem is that I don't really want to. So what we're going to do? We're actually going to have it higher, and that's fine. I don't mind that. Here we go. There we go. Oh yes, right. So this time, this way is the input, because we're heading the other direction. And this is going to be the output. Now I think what I'll do with this one is we'll split the input and output into 2. So this input here, we're going to remove that. We're going to have it going this way. So we're going to have a north-south sort of one, and then an east-west sort of one. My only question now is how that's going to get back. Oh, I've just figured it out. What we're going to do is we're going to just remove these, drop the land, and have these sloping down straight off. Can I just drop that piece as well? Yep. And then they're going to come round this way. And they should... and I should have space to just drop the land here and go under the mill. No, not up, down. There we are, we'll pop it up. Oops, okay, we can't do that. So if we do this and this, I think. That should be okay. In fact, I don't understand why it can't do that, but... oh, there we go. Brilliant, right. Excuse me, folks. My throat is not doing very well. So, that may well end up being the input. Just in case... no! Misclick! Hopefully they'll let me put it back in. There we go. Oh, dear. Alright, I'll change it later then. That, all I wanted to do was remove these bits here so I could do that, and then this. Right, okay. Never mind. Never mind. We'll have room for a depot there. Track coming out this way. And hey presto. Right, so we're getting ready to bring the resources in. That's what I'm doing here now. I'm not sure which way round that is. If I do the signals correctly, yeah, I was right to flip the station round. So the signals, they're all coming in this way. That's going to be the closest place I can get a depot in because of the tunnel. But that's okay. And then we can have an exit depot there. So this kink gives us room. Then we'll head off in that direction. And then this one, once we've done our depot, we'll tell you what we will do. We'll do it like this instead. And we'll do our in depot there. And we'll put this up a bit to do our out depot. So we'll bring this across. Depot goes depot. There. That comes around the depot and then kinks in. Right. Okay, so now we need to get the clay pits and the forests linked up to these things. So where are they? Well, there's one clay pit here, and that's down. So we're going to have to put a hill on that. Let's just get that map up again and label them up. So we've got a forest and a clay pit up there and a clay pit here. I think I might shuttle that across, and then a forest and a clay pit that way. So, I mean, where's the forest? There's the forest. Oh, they're all quite close. I don't want to go up that high. Everything seems to be low down. So we'll strip this back, and we'll have an incline there, and then we'll try and leave. Well, that is 16, so if we bring it down to there we go, and then bring this one down to leave, well, that is 10, so we do 3, and then we'll push this one forward, so we have set, there we go, so we've got a nice gentle incline. Why do I do the gentle inclines? It's so the trains go only up or down one square at once. So then we'll have a station over here for collection, a 4-track station will do for collection. Usually 3-track stations are enough for collections, but I want to really make sure I've got enough room. We're going with 4. There we go. Pop, 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 like that. And then we'll go out straight here, out straight there. Notice my station designs change a little bit as I'm going. Then there's a number of reasons for that. Sometimes it's because I decide that I want it to look a certain way. Sometimes I decide that I want to be able to have certain efficiencies. Sometimes it's because there's things in the way and I want to build it a slightly different shape. And I kind of like my organic station designs. You guys, I know you've noticed in the chats, you know what, while I'm doing this, let's make this a decent one. Let's put a tunnel in here. So, down, there. That wants to be up, tunnel, there. There we are. We're doing this properly for the first time ever. I'll bring that up to here, and then connect it straight up, I think. There we go, that'll do. Now that's better than just a terrible connection, isn't it? We'll put a signal before the depot, run the signals down here, do the same for the exit. We'll remove that signal. These signals that aren't here need putting in. I just realised that piece of track doesn't want to be there. Let's get this signal in. All the time that I'm spending doing these signals is time that Hellishville is not growing, which is terrible. So let's remove that one and keep going there. Run in, and then this is just going to turn a corner and go into our, or near our thing there. In fact, we're just going to go diagonal from here. There we go. Diagonal from there, straight up. Job's a good one. Right. Let's look at where we're going to put the station in. I think if we bring this up a little bit more and then just go break through here, we can get the station right in. And if I do that, I can do this and then this, which works nicely. And then if I do that, and that, there's a nice exit on it there. Now, the exits that I've done on the other stations, have they got room for signals? No! Oh, that annoys me. That annoys me. We haven't got enough room. We should have done this first to make sure we've got room for signals. Always leave room for signals. There we go. Ah! What the... What's wrong with me? Well, actually, I'm ill, but that's not the point. There we go, right, and then we can put the depots in. That's fine, that still works. Just checking over here, exits, yes, exit, right, okay, that's fine. This bit's looking okay. Basically, we've got a lot of planning going in here, not a lot of trains, we've got a lot of building, and we're going to have loads of goods very soon, very quickly. They're all going to appear out of nowhere. Let's get this depot in here. There we go. And some signals. And of course, exit signals in there. If I can fit it in, and I can, it works out quite nicely. We can have the exit depots in there. And bam! So we've got a clay pit and a forest set up. I'm going to now get these two set up. I can't find them. They must be here somewhere. So let's have a look on the map. So the forest is quite close, and the clay pit's over. In fact, I can see the clay pit down here now, and there's the forest actually. So if I just do that straight, we'll see how it goes. So let's zoom in one. Oh, okay. That's not necessarily the best, but I think that because of the heights of the forest and the clay pits, it's actually worked out really good, the amount that we've cut in through. We'll sort that out in a minute. Where's the forest gone? There it is. Yeah, because look, the forest is quite low down. So if we do something like kind of here-ish. Yeah, there we go. That's close enough to the forest. We're going to need to clear a little bit more than that though. So if we clear something like this to begin with, get that station in. Is that gonna? Yeah, it's gonna take farm supplies and supply wood. We're gonna put it there. Put the back bit in here. Now, when building the stations, for me the hardest bit is knowing which way round to do it. Very often I forget which way the trains are coming in and out. But after many years of playing this game, I kind of have a bit more of a knack for it than I used to. Okay, so making sure we've got the signal room. There we go. And we want space for a depot or two, so we're going to do that here. Put the depot, not demolition, depot. I'm going to have to see if I can put a shortcut key in for depot. And then we want the other line to come in about there, behind the back of the depot. Link up like this. And then that's up to the main line, which isn't there yet. Where's it gone? Now, because this main line is heavily sunken in a valley, over this side I did a tunnel just because I thought, you know, I like tunnels. Tunnels are neater for me. Neater than bridges, if you can get a tunnel in. Here, I'm going to do a bridge. And the reason I'm going to do a bridge is because there's a high bit of land on this side. So we're going to use that high bit of land to our advantage. Peel this back here. Drop it down, and then if we do that, we can do this, and we are away. So let's just hook the signals up. So let's start here and just bring these ones down. Brilliant. Yeah, that's okay. This bit here needs a signal, and then that can carry on to here, or as far as it will go anyway. There we go. And then these ones need to exit, and then entrance. Oops, didn't mean to do that, it was an accident. There we are. We'll make sure we get the entrance depot in. We just need a little bit more space for that. Yeah, that looks okay. And then we just want to come down here to the clay pit, which should be relatively straightforward. Most of this has worked out really quite nicely. I'm going to drop a couple of levels though. We're going to drop a level here, and we're going to drop a level there. Come down here. There's our end of year financial summary. We've spent lots of money. We've got lots of money. Now, should we drop one more? Yeah, we'll drop one more. There we go, and there we are. We've reached our more or less destination. Now I'm thinking if we just do a little bit of a kink to get into a station here. In fact, if I do a kink like this, yeah, that works. Okay, this is what I mean about doing different stations sometimes. So we're going to put that in. No, not there. Here. I'm going to do these lines straight like this. And then we're going to have the exits here. And bend them round. Couple of bits of track there. One more actually. Because I'm going to put a depot here and a depot there. Fill those bits in, make sure we get all the signals. One for the entrance. Looking good. And then this exit just needs to hook up to there. So we need just a diagonal from here. And that is a nice little loop. I just need to figure out how I'm going to get the depots in there. Because if I put it right up against the track here, like something like that, we're going to get a 90-degree turn. So we have to step it back one, and then do something like this. That signal's in the way though, so we'll just get rid of that. There we go. That should do it. I'm going to put an extra signal in there though. Right, we need signals down the back here. I don't know why they didn't get filled in, but that's not my problem. Well, it is my problem. In fact, if anybody's problem, it is just mine. Right, so we have a forest and a clay pit hooked up this side. We've got a forest and a clay pit hooked up that side. We just need to do the signals in here now. So exit signals for me there, exit signals there, and we can get some trains going. So first things first, this depot, we're going to get a new vehicle. We're going to get the 25 because it's the best efficiency at the moment. I can't be bothered. We're going with universal wagons for now. Length 6, I think it was, these stations. Yes, they're all length 6. We're going full length. And then go full load here. And then unload there. That should accept clay. Yeah, clay, wood and chemicals. We're not doing chemicals yet. We might in the future. The other thing we have to do is refit it. So this is going to be clay. There we go. We're going to get 3 trains in total going round on there, and off it goes. Brilliant. So then we're going to do the same up here. We're going to get a depot, clone. We're going to clone one of these trains because I'm lazy. We're going to refit it. We're going to refit it to wood. There we are. Not wool. Wood. Refit the train. Change the orders so that it's not coming from the pit, it's coming from the forest, and then clone that twice more, and away it goes. And now the other ones are going to be even easier because where's it gone? There we are. Because we're going to go here, we're going to clone train, we're going to clone the wood train, and we don't have to change the wagons or anything, we're just going to change the order. So we go orders, we don't go there, delete that order and go here. I'm holding control so it says full load, and then clone that one out, and away it goes. Same down here. This is a lot of train production now. Finishing off the episode with a lot of train purchasing. We're going to clone this train here. Now I'm missing a signal after the depot by the looks of it. Yes. Oh no, wait, I'm missing signals here. I knew there was a signal missing by the fact that other trains weren't using it. But we're good. Okay. So yeah, I've cloned that one. And then we're going to go and change its order. We're going to get rid of this one. We're going to delete, go to here, hold control, skip, and clone. Away it goes. So now we're getting our raw resources in towards our paper mill. We need to now have the trains to take the manufacturing supplies away. So we're going to go clone train. We're going to clone one of these ones just so we get the right sort. Now the output of here is not only manufacturing supplies, but it's also goods. How awesome's that? What we're going to do is we're going to have these trains, and really the goods and manufacturing supplies should be created in more or less equal quantities. So what we're going to do is we're going to move these trucks off until the length of the train is half of what it was. We're going to concentrate on the manufacturing supplies, I think, first, or goods. We'll go with manufacturing supplies, why not? We're going to refit the train to manufacturing supplies, like this. They're going to take the manufacturing supplies carriages off afterwards. Hang on a second. Put these ones back on, the old wood ones. And we're doing a bit of messing around here, but it's going to be better in the long run. Okay, and we can also clone this train. Now we're going to refit the train to goods. There we go. So in theory now we can pick up both the manufacturing supplies from the paper mill and pick up the goods. We're going to bring them down here. We're going to transfer the goods at the textile mill, which accepts the manufacturing supplies and also creates goods. So there's going to be goods everywhere. That's going to be brilliant. Now I'm going to use a transfer order, and it should drop off the things that it's not transferring. So we're going to go here. We're going to full load on any cargo, not on one cargo or all cargoes, just any cargo. So if it's full on goods first, or if it's full on manufacturing supplies first, it will leave the station and head off. Then we're going to go all the way down here to this station, and we're going to say, right, we need to unload, including transfer, leave empty, don't pick up any goods, because there will be goods waiting there, and we've got goods vans on. Now these guys, we could end up needing quite a lot of them. We're going to get 5 to start with. I think they're looking pretty funky as it is with the yellow carriages on there. Now you guys are still filling up. You got the first one on the way here for the wood. How we're doing down here? 38%, and the wood 69%. So we're getting our first lot of stuff in. The fact that we've got this coming, we've got our manufacturing supplies and our goods trains waiting first before this comes in, is important. Right, so they're going to start coming down here, which means we're going to start needing some goods trains. We're going to clone this train here. There we are. Just going to refit it to goods. There we go. Change the orders. No, not refit again. Change the orders. Delete all of those orders actually, because it's going to completely different places. We're going to go here. Again, we're going to full load, and then we're going to go all the way down to Hellishville South and unload our goods. And we're going to clone that out so there's 5 of them as well. And away they go. We now have goods production in the south. East-ish. We'll probably be able to rename the name this here now. So it says paper mill, isn't it? I think it's the paper mill. Yeah, it's the paper mill. So manufacturing supplies and goods from the paper mill. You can see that this train here is 40% full on stuff, both manufacturing supplies and crates of goods. They are going to get created evenly, so really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That last van on the end there is unlikely to get filled unless the station has plenty of resources. We're getting the first lot of clay coming in. That's brilliant. We got anything coming in from down here yet? Not yet, but we're getting... Oh, actually, the first train is sort of on its... Oh, no! We've got a problem. I'm useless. That's the problem. I thought it looked weird when I put it in. It's like, that doesn't look right, but I didn't say anything because I thought, well, maybe the viewers won't notice it's not right. Well, the viewers might have noticed. I don't know whether you did, but the train certainly noticed. There we are. We now actually have an exit the train can use. This train should now come out of the depot and head the right way. Brilliant. Oopsie. So I think that's still on 40%. Did that other train drop off? You didn't drop off. Why? You got loads of clay. You accept clay. Is it not to drop it off in the orders? Men down paper mill. I don't understand what's going on here. You've got clay. He's going around and round and round. What's he doing? No idea. I just noticed we've got missing some track there. There we are. Never mind. I'm sure it'll be fine. This train's on its way as well. We're getting more wood. So there we go, folks. We're going to leave it there. It's been a bit of a longer episode than I originally planned, but I'm sure that's not a problem. We're going to then start working on the textile mill now, getting all the wool and plant fibres that are in the area in. This manufacturing bit is not 100% done. There's still a couple of industries nearby. We've got this forest down here I want to bring in, and this clay pit, and probably that clay pit too. Yeah, and then that's as far as I'm willing to go. So what I'll probably do is extend this line across here, bring it down there to this clay pit, and we'll connect this clay pit maybe as a shuttle service to that one. It's just be awkward otherwise. And then we'll get this forest to come probably just straight down and connect in. I might even do that between episodes. So next, okay, I will. I'm going to do that between episodes. I'm going to get these 2 clay pits put in and that forest put in, so we get more manufacturing supplies and goods from our paper mill. And then at the textile mill, we'll start next time bringing in all the wool and plant fibres, and then hopefully that will enable us to get even more goods in, and we will start then actually growing Hellisville again. After the food crisis, the goods crisis might be over. So thanks for watching. Leave all your thoughts, ideas and questions down in the comments section below. Remember, if you want to know more about me, the things that I do, my different YouTube channels, head out to masterhellish.net, where all the information about me is on there, including my events and schedule. So thanks for watching, take care, and for now, goodbye.